Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
A new advertisement making the rounds on German television is encouraging women to embrace tolerance by submitting to Islam. Margaret Howell joins me now. Now, I mean, this is a very small percentage of the population there in Germany. Granted, it is millions of people pouring into their border. But rather than encouraging them to assimilate to their new life in Western culture, it's all about people in Germany assimilating to their culture.
Leanne, the heck with it. They've given up already. Now they've taken to ads that are sponsored by the UN National Educational and Scientific Club to say they've got this slutty little blonde. She's prancing around in a hijab. She peeks through the hijab and she's like, embrace the burqa, man. Yeah, that's really a classy broad right there.
Liberal.
Enjoy your differences. Start the tolerance. She's very seductive. She's kind of cute, but she's prancing around. She doesn't really understand the significance of the hijab, what it means, what it represents. And look, it looks like to me they're waving their little white flag there because they have too many. They're flooded with migrants. They understand what it's doing to the country. They can't push back now. So it's all about starting the tolerance, which echoes the sentiment that a German lawmaker had, this Green Party leader, Stephanie Vonberg. She's saying, look, we're going to celebrate the fact that the mass migration will bring an end to the German majority population.
Celebration time.
WTF, excuse me if I can say that.
Well, that's what people are talking about, is that the birth rate has gone down in these Western countries. And so they need to import new people to be able to control. It's absolutely insane. Of course, I don't think that would really fly here because people would, say it's cultural appropriation.
We've got women here.
It's racist to wear the hijab.
Right. We've seen women here, American professors, who wear the hijab, the headscarf, in solidarity because they want to be seen as a unifier amongst women. They're feminist and they're progressive. They're freaking idiots is what they are. They don't recognize the hate symbol that comes along with a lot of the issues for wearing something that makes women basically non-human, non-citizens, non-vocal. We've cut off your voice, basically everything but your eyes. So you have no rights, no voice, no presence in society. But hey, we're going to embrace that because we're really well-intentioned. We're also progressive.
And I know a lot of Muslim women wear it, and then a lot of other Muslim women say it's very oppressive, and they don't understand why all of a sudden it's being, pushed on them.
I'm all for liberty, Leanne. If somebody wants to put something on their head, you go right ahead. But I'm talking about like this, this in the billions, this forced ideology, and it's such a subjugation of women if it's forced and not embraced. It's one thing if you or I show up in a headscarf, we've chosen it. It's another thing entirely if, we're seeing this symbol.
You have to, or you will be beaten or stoned in the street, or you're asking to be raped. You're asking for it if you're
Speaking of rape, that's so funny you would say that. So we need to, this is also a part of this German ad campaign. The article goes on, it's really unbelievable. Holding potential rapists at arm's length, not wearing provocative clothing, and wearing sneakers so you can outrun them. I don't mean to laugh, that's not funny.
No rape bracelets though.
I'm laughing out of nervousness.
They've moved on from the suggestion of the rape bracelets and no rape tattoos, no touching. Now let's go ahead and talk about the mayor there in London. Of course, I know you've kind of harped on him before for what he's done. His first thing that he actually did as mayor there in London was banned sexy advertisements on the subway because, of course, that's offensive.
He's also gone to appoint a deputy mayor, a cultural police, if you will, who was a member of Cage, who, if you recall, Cage said that Jihadi John was a beautiful man. This is who he's appointed as his culture police. Sadiq Khan had the nerve, and I love you. Thank you, Sadiq Khan, for coming to Chicago because your arrogance, your blasting of our presidential candidate, hopefully it will motivate people. It will inspire them to push back against you, which is what we saw Obama did when he was lecturing the British people regarding Brexit. Sadiq Khan did this in reverse, Leanne. He comes to Chicago. Of course, he's sponsored by a global forum. Not shocking there. He says Donald Trump is playing into the hands of ISIL. Not surprisingly, Donald Trump is speaking out against radical Islam, which makes it easy for terrorists to radicalize as young people because he's making them feel alienated. So it's not, in fact, their ideology that's incompatible with Western values. It's Donald Trump forcing them to join ISIS.
Right. Because he wants to build a wall, which he says, this whole build a wall, we should be building bridges. You're feeding right into what ISIS wants to push there. Saying, protecting your nation, reinforcing American values, that is feeding right into the hands of ISIS. Building the wall is racist. Meanwhile, I guess Saudi Arabia didn't get the message because They are actually building a 600-mile Great Wall to shield itself from ISIS.
Right. Well, we saw what ISIS did to the city of Petra and those ruins. We see what ISIS does to precious artifacts when they enter. We see what ISIS does to people, accusing, we covered this yesterday, 12 people they'd rounded up 2 days ago, actually. They were going to light them on fire, accusing them of being U.S. spies. Meanwhile, our president has rubber stamped through 110,000 new refugees beginning October 1st because, you know, less than 0.046%, you know, but we have to integrate, Leanne. That's all part of the plan.
Integration and assimilation.
In the last 20 years, Infowars has paid its dues. We have proven that we are a cutting-edge news and information source. And when it comes to funding our operations, we take cutting edge to the next level with the highest quality supplements and nutraceuticals available. We have now more than 25 different amazing formulas available at InfoWarsStore.com. And the flagship is Super Male and Super Female Vitality, where we take thousands of years of the ancient knowledge and use high-tech modern technology to cold press these organic herbs to give you compounds that are meant to accentuate the body's normal function. We're making it easier than ever today with a special we're running for 2 weeks only. 20% off on these formulas at InfoWarsLife.com. Everyone out there watching and listening to me owes it to themselves to give Mother Nature a try and to try Super Male or Super Female Vitality. God designed us and this planet to work in synergy together. And all we've done at InfoWarsLife.com is go back to the research and the secrets of the ancients and integrated that with a modern approach. And that's why the products at InfoWarsLife.com are such huge game changers. And that's why Super Male Vitality and some of our other top formulas for a limited time are 20% off right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll free 888-253-3139.